So right now I'm watching the CNN breaking news. Is the Tamir Rice case announcement. The prosecutor in Cleveland has announced that he is not going to be prosecuting the officers who shot Tamir Rice. Tamir Rice was the young boy in Cleveland who was hanging out at the park. The air pellet gun. Someone called this in the 911. Police showed up. They mistook it for a real gun and shot Tamir Rice dead. The prosecutor is, like I said, he said he's not going to be pressing charges against the officers involved. The reasons that he was giving is that under the law they have to prove that there was a criminal conduct involved in the shooting, which he has decided based on the evidence that is just not there. I do not imagine that this announcement is going to be go over well. And there was one thing that he said that did kind of annoy me. He brought up that in the same park there's a monument to two police officers who were killed in the line of duty, apparently shot dead somewhere not too far from the park. I thought that was an unnecessary thing to bring into. I mean, there is some relevance to what he's saying when it comes to like how the officers may have felt their lives were in danger, but I don't know. I just didn't like him bringing it up. As I said, I do not think this announcement is going to go over well. I think you're going to see some protests in Cleveland this week. Obviously, if people want justice for Tamir Rice, it's going to have to be settled in a civil court, or the federal government, I guess, would have to get involved. I don't know if the feds would be able to get involved based on, based on jurisdiction. I do kind of wonder. The DA, he did bring up Ferguson and like the New York things and what's going on in Chicago. I kind of wonder if those events had not happened, how this would be received. I mean, you'd still have the death of a young child, but it would have been because of a mistaken weapon, which is something that has happened quite a lot, where someone has a toy gun and it's mistaken for a real gun, and then they are shot. When I talked about Black Lives Matter, I brought up police shootings, and one of the things I brought up was suicide by cop, where people who want to die would get a toy weapon, and they take off that little green or orange thing, point the gun at the cop, and get him to shoot. I don't know if I'm not suggesting that's what happened with this Tamir Rice. It went down pretty quickly from the video, so I have no idea why it happened, but it happened. As I said, I expect there will be huge protest over this decision. The DA in the case, like I said, he doesn't seem ignorant of how this announcement of his is going to go down. He brought up Ferguson, the general feeling from the Black Lives Matter, although he did not mention Black Lives Matter, I believe. As I said, expect protests.